The science fiction story begins with a depiction of numerous blue lights in the sky, steadily advancing towards Earth. These blue lights dominate the surroundings, and everyone becomes increasingly attracted to them. We are then introduced to a couple named Jared and Ellen, who are in a room together. Suddenly, the blue light comes very close to their room, causing Jared to stand up immediately. He moves his wife aside and goes to observe the light. However, Jared suddenly loses control and starts moving towards the light. We then see the blue light shining on Jared's face, causing his entire face to transform. Strange changes begin to occur all over his body, with blood vessels becoming visibly prominent. It appears as though the blue light is somehow altering his body and taking control of humans, drawing them towards it. Jared's wife, Ellen, screams in terror, and the scene abruptly cuts to black. Next, we are shown a scene from a few hours earlier, where Jared and Ellen are on a flight, heading to Las Vegas to celebrate a friend's birthday party. After getting off the plane, they hurriedly make their way to their friend Terry's apartment. Terry lives there with his wife, Natalie, and they have an assistant who helps with various tasks. Jared and Ellen arrive at Terry's house and begin to enjoy themselves. Later in the evening, they all go to a nightclub to continue their celebration. After sharing many moments together, one of Terry's friends asks Jared about his work, specifically when he plans to return to his job. Jared responds that he is leaving for work the very next day. Hearing this, Ellen becomes very upset and walks away. Jared, also frustrated by Ellen's reaction, follows her and asks what the problem is. Ellen then reveals that she doesn't want Jared to leave her and go back to work. Jared explains that if he doesn't go to work, how will they save money for their future? This is the reason why Ellen repeatedly tries to get Jared to stay with her. A heated discussion ensues between Jared and Ellen, and eventually, Ellen tells him the truth. She told Jared that she was pregnant, and hearing this, Jared was completely shocked. Jared was so busy with his work that he wasn't ready to have a child anytime soon. This news put him in a bad mood because he felt unprepared for such responsibilities. Meanwhile, everyone else was enjoying the party, but for Jared and Ellen, the night was ruined. Later that night, the blue light was still falling from the sky, emitting a strange kind of radiation that attracted all humans, making them follow its commands. One of Terry's friends was drawn towards the light, and as soon as the light touched him, he disappeared. Hearing the commotion, Jared and Ellen woke up immediately, and Jared went to see the blue light. This is where the story's opening scene begins, with Jared completely under the light's control. His entire face changed, as if he were transforming into some kind of demon. Just as the light was about to take Jared away, Terry arrived and pushed his friend out of the light's path. The blue light then moved away, leaving Jared unconscious. Soon, Terry's wife and Ellen also arrived, both extremely worried, thinking it might be a terrorist attack. Terry noticed that all the blue lights were retreating back into the sky. Within a short time, Jared returned to normal. As they looked outside, they saw two men standing on the terrace. To investigate further, Terry and Jared decided to head to the terrace. As they made their way there, they encountered an old man who was visibly terrified by all the incidents. The old man, in his fear, approached them as if to attack, but Terry and Jared reassured him that they meant no harm and advised him to go inside a room quickly, as it might be dangerous outside. The old man immediately left, and Terry and Jared quickly reached the terrace. However, once they got there, the door suddenly closed on its own and locked completely. But as soon as they looked up at the sky, they saw a massive spaceship entering our atmosphere. It was a colossal mothership, which was continuously pulling all the humans inside it. The blue lights that were controlling people everywhere were actually drones sent by this mothership. These drones, called Drosophila, were absorbing everything. Jared and Terry were terrified upon seeing all this because it seemed to be an advanced alien civilization that had likely launched an attack on Earth. They were unsure of what to do in that situation. Suddenly, a large drone appeared above them, having detected Jared and Terry's location. They immediately tried to save themselves by opening the door, but it was completely locked. Even though Terry fired multiple shots at it, the door wouldn't budge. The alien drone was now directly above them, starting to emit a blue light towards them. Just then, Alex managed to open the door, but she began to stare directly into the light coming from the drone, which started to take control of her. Her eyes and face began to change, but Jared and Terry quickly took advantage of the moment and pulled Alex inside, slamming the door shut behind them. The drone then moved away. Alex was in a lot of pain from all of this, but after some time, her face returned to normal. Everyone was extremely tense, unsure of what to do to escape this situation. Jared had even taken pictures of the alien drones and realized that these aliens were robotic. They had no muscle tissue, but instead, their bodies were made of a material not found on Earth. Although everyone was scared, Terry assured them that he would fix everything. Terry's plan was to get away from there using a car, so he sneaked into the old man's house to steal the car keys. The old man was sitting in a corner, terrified. As Terry went to grab the car keys, he noticed through the window that an alien was approaching him. This alien was extremely dangerous, so Terry quickly hid the old man under the kitchen counter. It was the first time Terry had seen these aliens up close. They looked like octopuses, with large tentacles. The hybrid alien began entering the house as quickly as possible to take the remaining humans with it. Suddenly, the old man's dog started running, but the alien caught it. The old man couldn't let his dog die like that, so he also moved towards the alien. The alien completely absorbed the old man into itself. Watching all this, Terry immediately fired at the alien and started running away because he knew he couldn't fight these hybrid aliens. Terry quickly returned to his friends and told them everything, that the aliens had started entering the building and would soon reach their location as well. Hearing this, Jared said they needed to leave immediately and find a safer place since the aliens had already infiltrated the building. However, Alex disagreed, arguing that the aliens were too dangerous, and if they were spotted, they would all be killed. The group began a tense discussion, as everyone was terrified. Suddenly, another alien, hearing the noise, approached their flat, spreading blue light all around. Seeing this, Jared and Terry quickly hid everyone in a corner to avoid the light from the alien drone. The drone hovered around the area for a while, and when it detected no movement, it moved away. After this incident, the women were finally convinced that they needed to leave. Jared and Terry guided them, and they all made their way to the parking area via the elevator. They intended to drive away to a safer place where there were no aliens. As Jared and Terry got into the car and started driving away. Just then, they encountered another couple who looked extremely terrified. Out of humanity, Jared asked if he could help them, but the husband, overwhelmed with fear and anger, yelled at Jared, telling him to focus on saving his own life. Hearing this, Jared and Terry quickly got into their respective cars and drove away, hoping they could escape the aliens and reach a safe place. However, as soon as Terry's car exited, they were confronted by a massive alien. The alien, with its enormous foot, crushed Terry's entire car. Terry's assistant was tragically killed in the crash, but Terry managed to escape with his life. The alien was as big as a building, crushing every human in its path. Jared and his wife Alex were desperately trying to retreat to safety. Jared made every effort to save his friend Terry, but suddenly, the terrifying creature extended one of its huge tentacles and grabbed Terry, pulling him towards it. Due to the enormous size and strength of the alien, Terry was killed instantly. With no other option, Jared gathered the remaining survivors and started running back inside. However, they were not safe even there. Suddenly, another alien with large tentacles appeared, emitting a blue light from its system. One of the couples saw the light. The woman's husband, now completely under the alien's control, began moving towards it. The alien brutally killed him using its tentacles. The woman screamed in terror and started running away, only to be joined by Jared and the rest of the group. They tried to open the basement door, but it was completely locked. With no other escape route, the tentacled alien continued to advance towards them, ready to attack. But suddenly, a car appeared out of nowhere and rammed into the alien. It turned out that the car was driven by the building's owner, who had arrived just in time to save everyone. After the alien was completely killed, a pulse of energy was released from Terry's body. Although he wasn't dead, he was severely injured and on the brink of death. Everyone hoped they could save him, but suddenly, the same tentacled alien that had attacked earlier reappeared. It grabbed Terry by the head with one of its tentacles and swiftly decapitated him, killing him instantly. The alien then absorbed Terry's brain into its body, which seemed to restore the alien's strength, as if the human brain had given it power. Meanwhile, the building's owner had managed to open the door, allowing Jared and the others to escape through it. The scene shifted to show the city under attack, with massive alien structures and tentacled aliens assaulting people. These aliens were mostly killing humans and absorbing their brains, suggesting a possible connection between the aliens and human brains. Perhaps they gained power from consuming them. Jared, determined to protect his wife, joined the owner and rushed back to Terry's apartment. While they could stay safe in the apartment for a while, Jared was unsure how long they could remain there, knowing that the aliens would eventually find them and attack. A few hours later, Jared suggested they should take a boat and escape to the sea, as he had noticed that the aliens seemed to avoid water. He theorized that the aliens might be afraid of water. However, the owner disagreed, arguing that it wasn't a confirmed fact and that taking such a risk could endanger the lives of the remaining survivors. Jared was extremely frustrated because he wanted to escape. In the meantime, Jared turned on the TV, which showed that several military aircraft had arrived and were continuously firing on the aliens' mothership. However, many of the fighter jets were being destroyed by the drones, adding to the chaos and danger. Since the mothership was able to track their movements properly, but one fighter jet had a nuclear missile, which was fired immediately. The missile went straight up to the mothership and exploded, causing the mothership, which was in the air, to fall quickly to the ground. The mothership was shattered into pieces. Everyone then started to think that the aliens might have lost and would not be able to survive in this manner. However, the next moment, it was discovered that all the alien drones present were reassembling and repairing the different parts of the mothership. This meant that, within a short time, all the drones would restore the mothership to its original state. Seeing all this, Jared became extremely angry and began attacking the owner because he had to leave this place by any means. The owner also started fighting with Jared, but suddenly, Jared gained some powers, and his face began to return to its previous state, as it had after seeing the blue light. Jared lifted the fat owner with one hand. The owner was completely bewildered about what was happening to Jared. However, after some time, Jared returned to normal and let the owner go. Alex closely observed her husband Jared to see the changes occurring in his body, but Jared assured her that he would return to his original self, just needed some time. For now, Jared took his wife to the terrace to talk, but then they noticed some military officers present who had come to help people. Jared and Alex started attracting them so that they could rescue everyone. Meanwhile, Terry's assistant was shown keeping watch through a telescope from the wall. Suddenly, another alien appeared at the window and started emitting blue light. The assistant saw this light and, being completely under its control, began to open the window and move towards it. The owner tried to save the assistant, but by then, the tentacle alien had pulled her away, and the assistant's life was taken. Suddenly, a fighter jet attacked and destroyed the alien, saving the owner's life for the moment. However, due to the explosion, a very large alien below became attracted to the owner. The giant alien had spotted where the owner was hiding, so it began approaching him relentlessly. The owner quickly went back into the apartment and tried to hide. Meanwhile, a rescue helicopter was shown arriving on the terrace. Jared and Alex were pleased that they might be saved, but then a huge alien tentacle grabbed the helicopter and blasted it. The helicopter was completely destroyed as it fell to the ground. In the sky, a fierce battle was raging between the fighter jets and the alien drones. To escape this, Jared and Alex wanted to go downstairs, but another tentacle creature was on the stairs, trapping them on the terrace. They could neither go down nor could the rescue helicopters come to save them. As they were running, the tentacle creature grabbed Alex. Jared, determined not to let his wife die, continuously attacked the creature with an axe. Although his attacks didn't seem to affect the creature's tentacles or body, Jared was not one to give up easily. Suddenly, the alien creature attacked Jared's leg with its tentacle and was preparing to kill him. However, Alex grabbed a second axe and attacked the creature from behind. She struck it in such a way that the alien's brain was exposed. Despite the severe injury, the alien did not die. It then turned its aggression towards Alex and tried to kill her. Jared's face began to change again, and he became extremely aggressive. Jared quickly moved towards the alien and began attacking it with remarkable speed. This unknown power within Jared's body was something he had never experienced before. Using any weapons he could find, Jared continued to fight the alien and managed to save his wife. Meanwhile, inside the apartment, a large alien broke through a window and was coming to kill the owner. Realizing that he had no chance of escape, the owner decided to spread gas all around and ignite it with a lighter, intending to die himself and also kill the alien. Although he managed to spread the gas, when it was time to light the lighter, it failed to work. The owner was now in a dire situation, facing imminent death. However, at the last moment, the lighter ignited, causing a massive explosion. The explosion resulted in the owner's death and slightly damaged the alien, but the large tentacled alien moved to the terrace where Jared and Alex were. Both Jared and Alex were severely injured and were desperately trying to escape. In the sky, all the fighter jets were making every effort to eliminate the aliens. Suddenly, one of the fighter jets was destroyed and began falling towards the ground, seeming to be on a collision course with Jared and Alex. They managed to dodge it and crouched down, causing the jet to crash into the large alien with tremendous speed. The explosion was so powerful that the alien was severely damaged and fell to the ground, dying in the process. This meant that the large alien would never rise again. Jared and Alex were trapped on the terrace with no visible way to escape. However, at that moment, the mother spaceship appeared right in front of them, emitting a different type of radiation and pulling them inside. Jared and Alex were unable to do anything as the fighter jets had been completely destroyed. They were quickly taken inside the spaceship. The scene then shifted to an overview of Earth, showing that almost all humans were gone. The drones and tentacled aliens had extracted the brains from all the humans and were continuing the transfer process. Inside the mothership, Alex was soon seen noticing numerous dead bodies around her. These were the people who had been controlled and brought inside the mothership. Alex saw many aliens extracting human brains and transferring them to another location. These advanced aliens needed human brains, which they would insert into artificial alien bodies, bringing them to life and creating a new alien species. The aliens wanted their population to keep growing and to rule over planets like Earth. In front of Alex, even her husband Jared's brain was extracted, glowing red. However, Alex was not harmed immediately for one reason: she was pregnant. The aliens transferred her to another location. Alex noticed that although many human brains had been extracted, Jared's brain was glowing red. Shortly after, when Jared's brain was placed in another alien's body, that alien's body suddenly went out of control. It began attacking its creators and destroying everyone. Soon, the alien body containing Jared's brain approached Alex and touched her lovingly. This meant that even though Jared was dead, his brain was fully controlling the alien body, helping him protect his wife and their unborn child from the aliens advancing toward them. Jared was willing to sacrifice himself to save his family, even after his death. And with this dangerous ending, our adventurous story comes to a close.